Okay, I'm back again. This time just showing you this little battery and flashlight storage container I have. I started working on this just because a recent power outage. I was searching for a flashlight, stumbling my foot into things looking for flashlights in drawers, only to find out that the flashlights have been in there too long with the old batteries and the batteries are dead. So what I did was I organized this little cabinet, just put everything I would need in an emergency situation, small devices at least, here so that I can find them all in one place. So I have three different levels. The top level is going to be lithium-ion powered devices. The middle one's going to be nickel metal hydride or nickel cadmium, and the lower one's going to be alkaline batteries. So let me show you what I have in this first one. I have a couple of lithium-ion laptop batteries for my netbook as well as my main laptop, and I can just grab those if I need to shoot an email or something during a power outage or I need to pull up some information. I can do that quite easily. I also have lithium-ion powered power packs. These have a 65 watt capacity when used as a power pack and an 80 watt capacity when used as a power inverter. They function as both. They have a 4 amp hour lithium ion battery, and you can see it powers both DC and AC powered devices. I have 3 of these total, one back there, the one right here, and one that I use with my main solar system. I also keep a spare battery for the very camera I'm recording with right now. Just a little lithium-ion battery for this camera so that I can record any damage or something from a storm, or maybe I want to do a video, for YouTube showing how my backup system's working so well. I also have various chargers for everything, some emergency lighting. I keep a cell phone charger in here, just extra USB power. I also keep a torch lighter, which is a pretty powerful little lighter. Another torch lighter, and some spare fuses for my solar system in this power pack back here, which have fused DC connections. So we put all this stuff back and close it up. So the middle drawer here is going to be flashlight storage as well as all my nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries. I only have AA and AAA rechargeable batteries, but I have some C-cell flashlights. What I've done there is something special I'll show you in just a minute. But let me show you some of the flashlights that are in here. I have this motion detecting light, which has a light diffuser that acts like a fluorescent tube, so you can put this in a bathroom and it can light it up pretty darn well. It also has a detachable little light, just a 4 LED flashlight, so you can use this as a flashlight also. But the main reason behind getting it is the motion sensor here, so I can keep it in the bathroom during a power outage. I also keep a battery tester in here. I generally charge these batteries every couple of weeks, but if I want to check the battery level, I can with that tester. I also have a couple of different hand crank flashlights, and I actually go through cranking these flashlights every month, which is kind of crazy, but I just want to make sure everything's fully charged when I get them. I also keep some spare flashlights, these little cheap 9 LED flashlights you can get from most automotive stores. What's really important to me is single cell flashlights, batteries that use one single battery. So I have a Maglite Solitaire, which isn't that powerful, but it only uses one battery, so it's more efficient. I also have a River Rock single cell AA flashlight, and it actually is pretty powerful. It puts out 40 lumens worth of light, which you can see is actually pretty darn bright for this little flashlight, only using one AA battery. So that's a pretty neat little thing. And then I recently got this off of eBay for only $2. This is a MXDL. Says it's 3 watts. It's nowhere near that. It's only putting out about 25 lumens, but it only uses one AAA battery. And again, it's a pretty powerful flashlight for only using one single battery. So that's pretty much it on the middle tray. And let me show you. Whoops. Kind of does that because of the heavy lithium tray. Obviously all those lithium batteries weigh a lot, so it slips every once in a while. But down here is all of the alkaline batteries. I have my C-cell alkaline, AA's, AAA's, smoke detector, as well as the carbon monoxide detector's battery. I keep some two-way radios as well as pop-up lights down here. You know, little things you can put in your fuse panel so that you can see without having to hold a flashlight. I have some waterproof matches. Well, the matches aren't waterproof, but this container is. It has a little O-ring here, fire starter, and the matches, and then some other spare matches down there. And I'm trying to get this cap back on. Okay. Some more two-way radios, and what I think is very important is to keep an old cell phone in a location you can find it, just in case, you know, you break your main phone. For me, I have a GSM phone, so I can easily switch my SIM card and have full functionality. But if you had a CDMA phone, still keep an old phone fully charged, because you can still dial 911 from a deactivated phone. You know, it'll still dial out and you can dial 911. That's just a good idea that I thought of. And then again, some more spare batteries. Now, let me show you what I did with this flashlight. This is a very powerful C-cell flashlight. It takes 3 C-cells. You can see just how powerful it is. It's very bright. Puts out 150 lumens. But unfortunately, it's very hard to find inexpensive C-cell batteries. Not only do you have to buy the expensive batteries, but you have to buy the expensive chargers also. So what I did was I got a little creative, and I actually thought of this in an actual power outage when I didn't have the correct size batteries. What I did was I used 3 AA rechargeable batteries in this. And I'll show you how that works out, because there's an obvious size difference. If I can get this cap off. You see, I have 3 AA batteries in there, and again, I got a little creative with this one. What I have in here is a spring, a half of a penny roll, and a mechanical pencil, making everything work. And let me show you how that all comes out. Here's the 3 batteries. Well, 2 for now. Here's the mechanical pencil that keeps everything straight. Just a little mechanical pencil, and the battery with a spring, and then there's a penny roll in here to protect it from protect the spring from touching the sides and shorten everything out. And I have a little piece of aluminum foil in the middle. I actually thought of this during a blackout in 2003. In fact, the main blackout of 2003 that hit most of the eastern United States. I was affected by that since I live in Michigan. Power, water, everything was out. And I had a radio, but I didn't have any C-cell battery, so I just did something like this. I used a lot more aluminum foil and paper towel in that one, but I was able to listen to the radio with AA batteries, even though it required C-cell battery. So that's just something to think of. If you don't have the correct size batteries, you can raid your remote controls possibly and get some batteries. Get yourself some aluminum foil, find a pencil, some paper, and just get creative. So that's pretty much what I did. And over here, just go over this new light. I just got this Stanley Spotlight. This is a 5-watt LED spotlight. It's pretty neat. Has multiple modes. It puts out just about 200 lumens. It's very bright and powerful, and it's adjustable. So that's pretty much it on the battery drawer video. I will have other backup videos pretty soon, so check back for those. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.